In the construction industry, there are a variety of requirements where fasteners are used on semi-hard or rigid surfaces. One of the most effective methods of securing fasteners to these materials is through the use of a powder-actuated tool. These tools are quite useful and perform a wide range of tasks, but they require training, certification, and extra care for use of these tools. This program is designed to review some of the basics of handling, storing, and using this equipment. However, all tool operators and instructors must follow their organization's policies and procedures and the manufacturer's recommendations for these tools and equipment. Only those powder-actuated tools that meet the design requirements of ANSI A10.3-1977 or local state approval codes may be used. The qualifications for becoming an operator depends upon current safety standards and each individual employer. Generally, no one will be allowed to operate this equipment without proper training, certification, and possess a valid operator's permit. During training and under the direct supervision of a qualified instructor, trainee operators may use the equipment as part of the training process. The operator's cards and/or permits shall be issued either by qualified instructors who carry a valid, authorized instructor card issued by the tool manufacturer or other authorizing agencies. Qualified instructors shall be trained in accordance with the training requirements established by either the tool manufacturer or by the Powder Actuated Tool Manufacturers Institute. Certified instructors should have written documentation on file that the instructor is knowledgeable in the use, maintenance, and repair of the tool, and that their instructions will cover all applicable OSHA safety orders and rules pertaining to this equipment. In some states, no one under the age of 18 is permitted to operate this equipment. The equipment itself must have specific safeguards and restrictions to provide an adequate degree of safety at all times. A lockable container shall be provided and kept with each tool. The words "powder actuated tool" shall appear in plain sight on the outside of the container. The following notice shall be attached on the inside cover of the container. Warning: powder actuated tool to be used only by a qualified operator and to be kept under lock and key when not in use. Additionally, each tool shall be supplied with the following: 1. Operator's instruction and service manual. Number 2. Power load and fastener chart. Number 3. Tool inspection and service record. Number 4. Service tools and accessories. When using pole tool assemblies, only those pole tool assemblies that are approved shall be used. The tool shall be serviced and inspected for worn or damaged parts at regular intervals as recommended by the tool manufacturer. Prior to the tool being put back into use, all worn or damaged parts shall be replaced by a qualified person. A record of this inspection and service shall be noted and dated on the tool inspection record. Instruction manuals, maintenance tools, and accessories supplied with the tool shall be stored in the tool container when not in use. Powder-actuated tools and power loads shall be locked in a container and stored in a safe place when not in use and shall be accessible only to authorized personnel. Some of the limitations of use include the following: the tool shall not be used in an explosive or flammable atmosphere. A loaded tool shall never be left unattended. Fasteners shall not be driven into very hard or brittle materials including, but not limited to, cast iron, glazed tile, hardened steel, glass block, natural rock, hollow tile, or most brick. Fasteners shall not be driven into easily penetrated or thin materials or materials of questionable resistance unless backed by a material that will prevent the fastener from passing completely through the other side. Fasteners shall not be driven closer than 1/2 inch or 13 millimeters from the edge of steel except for specific applications recommended by the tool manufacturer. Fasteners shall not be driven closer than 3 inches or 76 millimeters from the unsupported edge of masonry materials, except for specific applications recommended by the tool manufacturer. Fasteners shall not be driven into concrete unless material thickness is at least 3 times the fastener shank penetration. Fasteners shall not be driven into any spalled area. Fasteners shall not be driven through existing holes unless a specific guide means, as recommended and supplied by the tool manufacturer, is used to assure positive alignment. Some additional requirements for the use of the equipment include using the equipment only in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. Eye or face protection is to be worn by operators and assistants when the tool is in use. Prior to use, the operator must inspect the tool to determine that it is in proper working condition in accordance with the testing methods recommended by the manufacturer of the tool. Any tool found not to be in working condition must be immediately removed from service, tagged defective, and not used until it has been properly repaired. The shield, fixture, adapter, or accessory suited for the application recommended by the manufacturer is supplied by the manufacturer. We keep repeating manufacturers' recommendations because they built the equipment. They know its limitations and the safe use of their equipment. So it is important to learn their rules and follow them exactly. No shortcuts. Only those fasteners and power loads recommended by the tool manufacturer for a particular tool, or those providing the same level of safety and performance, may be used. Tools must not be loaded until the tool is ready to be fired. If the work is interrupted after loading, then the tool shall be unloaded immediately. Safety is the most important consideration, so never point either a loaded or unloaded tool at any person. Hands and feet must be kept clear of the open barrel end. The tool is always to be held perpendicular to the work surface when fastening into any material, except for specific applications approved by the tool manufacturer. In the event of a misfire, the operator must hold the tool firmly against the work surface for a period of 30 seconds, and then follow the instructions recommended by the manufacturer for misfires. When storing different power loads of different power levels must be kept in separate compartments or containers. Assign at least 8 by 10 inches or 20 by 25 centimeters using boldface type no less than 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters in height must be conspicuously posted within 50 feet or 15 meters of the area where the tools are being used. The sign shall bear wording similar to the following: Caution, powder actuated tool in use. These signs may be removed when tools are no longer being used in this area. Each person using these tools must refer to the power load charts. Cased power load shall be coded to identify power load levels by case color and power load color, as specified in these approved charts. Caseless power load shall be coded to identify power load levels by power load color, as specified in the chart, and by configuration. Power load packages shall provide a visual number and color indication of the power level of the power load. As you can see by all the specific rules and limitations, you really have to know what you're doing to operate one of these tools. These tools are safe to use if you use them safely and follow the tool manufacturer guidelines and your company's policies and procedures. You just can't take shortcuts or violate safety rules with this equipment. If you're a powder actuated tool operator, you'll be given more training and will be properly authorized to use this equipment. But the most important safety feature of the equipment is the person using it. Know and follow all the rules exactly. Don't try to invent your own rules. Use extreme caution when handling the power loads and when loading and firing the tool. The red light should go on the minute you unlock the tool container, because that's when it's mandatory to follow all rules and the tool manufacturer's recommendations. Safety won't slow you down, but it makes a big difference in your professional use of the equipment and for the safety of everyone around the tool when it's in use. Thank you.